What is up, guys? Welcome back to TheReviewSpace, and today, well, big news in pro wrestling. Destination X TNA 2012. The new TNA World Champion is Austin Aries, defeating Bobby Roode in a classic one-on-one match for the world title. Awesome match. Congratulations to Austin Aries. Big victory. Let's take a look at Austin Aries' run. And actually, when he came back to TNA, you know, I had no idea what kind of direction he was going to take. I mean, he was going to be an X Division dude, and he won the X Division title really quickly. And he stayed the X Division title for, you know, for the longest time. He was the longest reigning X Division title. X Division champion, rather. And eventually he had to relinquish it in order to get a shot at the TNA World Championship, which was kind of cool. I mean, it feels fresh. You know, TNA has really improved in the past. I would say, at least starting in early 2012. This entire year, TNA has put out quality pay-per-views. I mean, you can see some of my earlier 2012 TNA pay-per-view reviews, and especially Austin Aries' match. You know, he had a classic match against Bully Ray earlier this year. So, I mean, you never really know, but it's nice to see him in this main event title picture. And the fact that now he's the champion, it was just a big victory. The match itself was very good, back and forth, very exciting. There was a lot of moments where it seemed like Bobby Roode could have won it. You know, he tried everything. He tried to cheat as many times as possible, even using the belt to hit Austin Aries. And when he kicked out of that was something else. And we also have a new champion. So it wasn't just Austin Aries. We had a brand new X Division champion in Zema Ion. Kind of had a feeling that he was going to win it right at the very beginning, because, well, it seemed fitting. You know, it seemed like he's been with the company long enough, and he's had enough matches as far as an X Division wrestler. He's basically, he's paid his dues, so to speak. And the fact that just as Jesse Sorensen came back, now it just further sets itself up as a feud. You know, you have a Sorensen versus Zema Ion X Division title match. You can definitely see this coming. Whether it's next month at Hardcore Justice, I don't know. I mean, this could stretch all the way to Bound for Glory for all I know. Yeah, I mean, TNA has really improved this year in particular. TNA is not the same, you know, the same TNA we were used to the past few years. You know, I got kind of pissed too. Like, I mean, when the first match came up, and it was a couple of, oh man, who was that guy? I'm forgetting the guy. Mason something against some other kid. And they were having a really good, you know, X Division style matches. The entire pay-per-view seemed like very fast-paced. You know, X Division, obviously a lot of high-flying and high spots. But it seemed like, I mean, it just seemed to me that TNA has improved so much once Bruce Pritchard took over and Vince Russo was replaced. So it pisses me off to know that the guy behind the bullshit of TNA, the crappiness of TNA, and the bad reputation, the bad booking, the bad storylines, everything that was negative about TNA in the past 5-6 years was attributed to Vince Russo. And I've always had my doubts. You know, like, people would say, well, it's not really Vince Russo's fault, it's not his fault, there's a lot of other factors in it, maybe it's just because of bad management, so many different people that are trying to be in charge and all that. Like, I don't know the details. You know, Dixie Carter being not a competent owner, you know. The more I just watch TNA and how quickly TNA has improved compared to, like, let's say a year ago, 2 years ago, it's mind-boggling, and it really makes me think that Vince Russo was the idiot behind all that crap. Like, he was the one to blame for all the crap that was TNA was associated with for years. The bad booking, the bad mismanagement of talent, the horrible storylines and everything. I mean, that's what it seems like. So, it's like, holy shit. All those years, it was Vince Russo's fault. It was Russo's fault, it seems like. Because we have Bruce Pritchard now, and it seems like TNA has improved so much. Like, it just feels so different. It feels fresh. It feels focused. They're pushing guys who are really talented, guys who are current star material. From the Bobby Roodes to the James Storms to the Austin Aries. I don't know, man. It just pisses me off, you know, just to know that all these years were wasted on because of the bad booking by, I guess, it was Vince Russo. But at least TNA is improving. You know, it's definitely a better product than it was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. TNA is probably the best. At least it's on par with the best of ROH. I would say that, yeah. It's good. I mean, you have all this amazing talent. You got these new fresh faces in the X division. And matches seem to make more sense. Storylines seem to be more focused. It just seems like a better product overall. Alright, so that's all I'm gonna say, man. I mean, really good pay-per-view. TNA, I hope they keep this up. I'm looking forward more and more to Bound for Glory because of this. Because, you know, Bound for Glory is supposed to be a big event. The biggest event in TNA. So, well, you know, that's something to look forward to. Definitely better than anything that WWE's been putting out in the past year. Or past 6 months in 2012, basically. I mean, I've been enjoying TNA significantly more. Alright, that's it for this kind of a pseudo review of Destination X. It's definitely worth watching, just for the main event alone. Thank you for watching The Review Space, and until next time, ciao.